Oh, the kettle's boiled. The washer's on. There's zero time. Let's get some paint on. So we'll get this one finished today. So I'll show you the process what I do once I've cut the body out and the arches, step by step, and I'll show you the colours I'm using. Step 1. Once you've got your body all cut out and your arches are cut out, obviously you want to go around now for a bit of sandpaper. I use quite coarse sandpaper, as you can see there. The arches aren't looking too clever at the minute. Some high spots, some low spots. And what this does is, when you're sanding this down, any little nicks that were left in with the scissors, it's going to stop those from opening up and being actual cracks. So sanding, pretty important when you're doing your body. So as you can see there, just by concentrating on the high spots, just for a little bit, and then continuing the arch around in nice fluid motions, gives us a nice smooth arch again. So once you've done all your sanding, next step is, want to degrease it or just wash it with some dish soap, it doesn't really matter. Right, scrubbing pad. Yes, nice one, that's exactly what we need. So before you Scotch Brite, if you want your windows see-through, don't touch it with this because it'll cloud them up, okay? I don't know how other people do it. They might add the maskings before they wash it and what have you. I'm not too keen on that. I like to leave mine like this, do all the Scotch Briting and do the masking afterwards. There we go, so I've dried this out, inside and out. Now, I've washed it once and I'm going to let it completely dry. I like to do that before I do the Scotch Brighton and then I'll rinse it again. So, it's up to you what you do. You can either wash it, Scotch Brite straight away, then do the drying process, or I like to wash and dry twice, basically. Here we go, all keyed up, ready to get masked and spray painted. So when I say keyed up, as you can see, there's a masking tape. You can't really see it through the body, so that's how heavily I key the body. So make sure that the paint really sticks. Speaking of paints, let's check out the colour scheme. Boom! Ah, there we go, what we got. Berry purple, neon blue, and white night. I found some of this, and that is really trippy on camera to even see. There we go. So it's little dots. But if you hold it one way, I notice like a little pattern, whereas if you hold it the other way, you almost see a different pattern if you hold it one way to the other. Anyways, so that's going to be for the roof. And then this one here is going to be for the bonnet as well. You get the window maskings with this body. I'm not too sure about other bodies if you get the window maskings, but I usually do my own. But since I've got them, let's give them a whirl. No. Well, I'm not a fan of pre-maskings, that's for sure. So I'll be doing the windows myself. Let's take a look at what I've done so far. Finally, got the masking done. So here's that pattern I was on about. If you can see that there, if that's coming out nicely. I've done it on the bonnet as well, on the roof. I'm going to try something different though. I'm going to try and reverse the colours. So what's on the back will be on the front of the pattern, if you get what I mean by that. So what I've done is, I made some little tabs there. So once I put the colour on, I can pull those tabs off and down the bonnet, and I can spray the opposite colour. So if all goes to plan, this should look pretty cool. But anyways, that's enough bullshitting. Let's get to it. So when you're spray painting in particular, you should do your colours dark to lightest. However, I'm kind of special, so I'll be doing them randomly. Okay, it's berry purple. I'm going to try and fade it back to the front. We gotta take a night train to the heart of the city to rock out the fucking ancient walls. We gotta take a night train to the heart of the city to make us dream. Right, anyways, if you can see in there, I've tried fading it from left to right or right to left, whichever way. There we are, so you'll be able to see there. I'm going to put some blue in now. I'm going to do the front blue, trying to just mesh it in, not go over it too much where I'm trying to cross the paints. I'm just winging it, guys. I did push the maskings down before I put the first coat on. You should always check your maskings before your coats, just to make sure they're down basically, and then hopefully you won't get any bleed through on your coats. Right, metallic backer. Man, it's getting hot out there. Anyways, guys, what do you reckon of this? So that's a little pattern I'm going for, trying to like cut it on the angle on the other side there. I still got to do the white though, so let's do the white now. Done it. There we go. So as you can see, the white's on. Now what I've done is I've removed one of the maskings on the hood there on the bonnet. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm kind of learning as I go, you know what I mean, I should have masked off most of the front while I was spraying the back, but anyways, you live and learn. So I'm going to leave the roof one on while I spray the front, do the white and what have you, then I'll peel the roof and vice versa. But anyways, I'm going to just get all that done, you know what spray painting is, and I'll get back to you in a second. So what's everyone's thoughts on this one? To me, it's turned out all right. Obviously, we've got a few bleed throughs and that where the maskings came off. In here, where, honest to God, it was super hot. The maskings got stuck. The paint wouldn't dry or anything like that. I left it for hours. I had to actually put the body in a cool place for the rest of the masking to come off. So I did save the roof pretty well. The bonnet, that got a bleed through. What can you do? You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I'm not going to run it today because the temperatures are so dang hot. I'm just going to end up blowing something, but I will give you a look at what's inside. So a quick peek onto the inside. We've got a 10 BL120, so that's 120 amp. It does 2 to 3S. When the weather's cooler, we will be doing 2 and 3S. Also, when you get these Hobbywing systems, you also get the cap pack. I've put that on, and this is just really, really smooth. The low-end speed control that you've got with this is absolutely fantastic. Everyone's favourite GX servo, the 118.1 MG. Stock gearing, and that's a 3650 3900 kV motor, and these motors here are what these cars should come with stock. That's just my opinion. Also, I've been getting asked about lights and stuff, so I managed to pick one of these little switches up from eBay and what have you. So that'll be in a later video as well. I'll show you about the lights and where I want them pretty much set up on this car. Well, what do we think about that, guys? Minus the learning mistakes, that's turned out absolutely marvellous. We'll give this a rip some other day, but it's way too hot at the minute. As you've probably seen through the video, my t-shirts have been getting changed quite a bit today. But anyways, guys, if you like that, show us some support, subscribe to the channel, drop us a donation if you can. I mean, the way the cost of living is these days, it's just going up and up and up. So if you kind of do that, save your pennies, get yourself a new body for your Wltoys. That's at phatbodies.co.uk. And as always, guys, I'll see you in the next one. We gotta take a night train to the